Okay, so here we are again. What you're going to want to do is take all the little plugs off the bottom of this thing on the back end here. So these here go in there. This is part of what holds these pumps in, is this little bolt plug, I call it. And then all of these little old delivery lines that go along here, you'll take all these guys out as well. And next, you're going to make sure that you take this cotter pin out, and you can slide this indexer. It's a spring-loaded indexer. Make sure when you pull this off, you keep your hand pushed down on this plunger because there's a spring back there. It makes a great little trajectory thing. If you don't, it just shoots it somewhere else, and you spend half a day trying to find it. Mine happens to be frozen in there, so it's not coming out. So there's your little tooth indexer adjuster. Every time the plunger goes up and down, it ratchets on here. And so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pull this out a little bit more, and that gear will fall down. There we go. And so you can take this out. You can actually lay, now that I'm holding one hand on the phone, you can lay this thing over if it's kind of loose. You can lay it over on the box like that and kind of get it out of your way. And so what will happen is the gear's in there. We'll get it out here in a minute, but we'll take and pull this out a little bit more. And this should be our first plunger comes out, first pump. Here we go. Oh, nice. So this is what it looks like. I hope yours looks better than this. But anyway, these are going to need a lot of work. And of course, there's a screen that pulls up the oil. And you want to be careful on these here. They're in two halves on both sides. The newer ones have clips or rings that hold them in on one side or the other, and they'll only go back one direction, and they'll only fit in one direction. So we'll figure it out. But I'm going to take this thing. It usually slides out that way, and then this one here comes out that direction. And all of them be put in the same. So keep that in mind when you're taking it apart and you're putting it back together. I mean, you're going to want to make sure that this adjustment here, with this little plunger, it goes up and down. You're gonna make sure that's clean. That's a nut. It's actually threaded in here, that plunger, so it goes up and down according to the turns that you put up here. This will manage your oil delivery to each oiler that you have. And so this goes up and down on a plunger. This goes up and down, and they also turn, if that kind of makes sense to you, as they're going in. So maybe this will help you guys out a little bit that's never touched this stuff before. I know I've learned a lot about it. Hopefully you guys will too.